Hello, I'm Carla Renata, the Curvy Critic, here for the CherryPicks at Sundance 2023, baby. And I got the director and cast members from Young, Wild, Free, a macro joint, Miss Thembi Banks. Hey, Mr. Algee Smith.
What's going on with it?
And Miss Sierra Capri. Hi. What's up, y'all? How has your Sundance been thus far?
Great, busy. Busy.
Put that mic up to your mouth.
Sorry, busy.
It's been great.
Are you tired yet?
Not yet.
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted?
Already. Yeah.
This is my first Sundance, so I'm excited.
Yeah, likewise. I got all the energy in the world. It's time to go. We outside, Carla. We outside.
We out here. Okay, you are funny. I saw the film. It is fire. The way it starts is fire.
Thank you.
The way it ends is fire.
Thank you.
The two of you, your range is insane.
Thank
So let me just say that in the outset. But Miss Thembi, you know, this year at Sundance, we have quite a few films here dealing with Black people and mental illness. What made you want to center this film around that subject, not knowing what we were going to, see here at the festival this year?
Yeah, well, I started the journey with the script that Jewel wrote, and building on that. And when I originally read his script, I felt like there was a place to talk about like the mental toll that being Black and taking care of your family and trying to find out who you are and have like a sense of identity, all of that kind of like weighs on you. And I feel like, whenever I watch like white shows, white movies, when I talk to my white friends, they always have like the language, the tools. It's very much a part of their vernacular to like check in with themselves, understand how they're doing, understand how like their life is just like weighing in on them. And Black people are usually just like, oh, I'm tired and I'm like ready to shoot somebody, but whatever, I'm going to work tomorrow. And they never really fully acknowledge like, hey, things that are going on with me are actually making me feel a certain way, and I should maybe like stop down and like realize that. We just have that tendency to push forward. So I felt like the script was a great way to talk about that.
I love that. I love that you explained it in that manner, because you're right. As Black people, we poo-poo down on mental health with Black people. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in a family where we believe that you didn't take your business outside of the family. Talking to someone outside of the family about anything going on, especially with you or with the family, was considered a no-no. You just didn't do that in the Black community. So I'm glad that now we're starting to see more and more projects dealing with that and bringing light to it, because we need that. Yeah. We need for it not to be taboo. We need for it to be okay. Yeah. And we need for people to be able to know that it's okay to talk about it. Algee, I love your character because his name is Brandon and my nephew's name is Brandon. So there's that.
Okay. Shout out to your nephew.
Shout out to my nephew. Yeah. But this is a very complex character. And I remember seeing you in Detroit a few years back, and that was a very complex character too. What is it in you that you delve into that brings those characters to light, and what draws you to those types of characters? You're so young. You're such a little nugget. You're such a little nugget, and you get into these characters that people twice your age couldn't get into.
Yeah. I think, first of all, what draws me to it, I think anything, it just has to make me feel a certain way when I'm reading it. So if it like grips my heart, or if I'm just like, if I'm really feeling it, then I want to do it. So that's on that one. But how I'm able to do it, I think I just let myself be in the moment, and I just trust my gift, and I trust why I'm there. Obviously, I work hard as well to keep that a thing, but I think when you get there, you just got to be open to whatever that is. Obviously, within your morals and within the things that you stand for, but you got to just be open and allow yourself to go there. I think that's what I can get a credit to myself.
Okay. And I know you guys did rehearsals like we do in the theater, where we sit down and we rehearse and we, work on some moments and whatnot. Before I get to you, Sierra, I just want to talk to you, Thembi, about the rehearsal process. And why y'all laugh? See, I already know it's going to be a crazy answer, but I want to talk to you about the rehearsal process, and I want to talk to you about how you use that process to work on the chemistry between them. They already have a natural chemistry, but I'm wondering how you helped them really solidify it in the rehearsal process. And I'd like for you guys to speak on that as well.
Yes, well, that was mainly what rehearsal was and always will be for me, is finding and exploring. It's never, we do go through the scenes and we go through the lines and we do like a bit of script analysis and all of that, but it's really just about building and understanding the characters and your relationships inside out, and then also understanding yourself, your relationship with this character, your relationship with me, the director, and your co-star. So it's really just a place to do some really important work. Some of it might be like really hard or challenging, have a lot of fun. So it's important to me. I don't see how I could ever do anything like this again without being able to work with actors who have the same appreciation for rehearsal as I do.
Cool. What was the rehearsal process like for the two of you to get that solidified bond? Come on, Sierra.
Yeah, I think that, as I've said before, it was unlike anything I had ever done to prepare for any film or television show. So I was really glad that she had us do that, because it was so refreshing. And for me, for this character, it was really important because it was therapeutic, because it was a way for me to basically express what I couldn't express in my real life at that time. So it was a great way for me to lose myself in the character, and she helped me with that tremendously. So yeah, I think that it was necessary.
Yes.
It was definitely necessary, but it worked.
It did. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, our rehearsal process was crazy.
What was so crazy about it? Talk to me.
Going at it, Carla. No, it was a range of emotions, which I appreciated, because I'm like that too. I'm just like Thembi. It's like I want to rehearse so I can know how it's gonna at least be in the world of what I'm gonna feel, what it's gonna be like when I get on set. But our rehearsal process went from like angry to like sensual to like sexy to like
Goofy.
just goofy. But it was all the range of emotions, which allowed us obviously to have that freedom when we got on set, because we had already been there. But it was it was very much needed. I don't think getting on set without doing that would have been good.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you about the rehearsal process, because this is a very unusual film, and the characters that you're playing and the circumstances in which your characters are being born out of is a very unusual circumstance. So that's why I wanted to talk to you about the rehearsal process. Miss Cassidy has fashion beyond belief throughout the entire film,
Crazy.
and so do you apparently. So I want to know, did we like tap into your IGs for some, Cassidy inspiration?
No. This was all Thembi and the amazing crew that we worked with. Shay and Wandon, our wonderful stylists, they were phenomenal, and they understood Thembi's vision and what she wanted to bring to life. And luckily, I'm game for anything. And luckily, Thembi, she's always encouraging, and she's always like, whatever you want to wear, let's try different things. And we tried a lot of different looks and stuff. So I guess in a way she kind of rubbed off on me, because actually before this film I probably wouldn't be in this right now. So yeah, it worked.
I'm so annoying to Sierra. I'm always texting her like, you need to be sexy. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's wear this. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, she needs to like go for it. Yeah.
You're right, Thembi. I mean, come on, girl. If I had all of this, listen.
I know. If I
had all of this going on when I was your age, I would be working it out. Okay, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I just went all the way back to New York on that one.
My gosh.
God. Okay, let me get back to the interview. Y'all made me go there. Okay, anyway, just as a play on words, what makes you in the past and in the present young, wild, and free?
So easy. I am not a rule follower. I'm a rule breaker.
Clearly.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I'm just like young at heart. I have like a young spirit. I probably will always look and dress like this for the whole rest of my life. I don't really feel restricted by anything. And so I just like do what I want. So yeah.
Okay. Sierra?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
What makes you? Yeah, I know you would like.
I was into that. I was like, I know that's right.
The question was, what makes you in the present and in the past young, wild, and free?
Oh my goodness. Definitely, I feel like my spirit. I feel like that is something that always grounds me and centers me, no matter what else is going on around me. But it's definitely an evolving door, and it's something that I'm definitely working on continuously. But I definitely think that this movie, like I said before, was such an outlet for me that now, I feel it was definitely an exhilarating experience. So yeah, that's what I feel at this point.
Okay, Algee, bring up the rear. Come on now.
This good skin make me young now. Keep me young. You know what I'm saying? My energy keep me wild now.
Algee is very humble and modest.
I would have never got that.
Yeah, but I think just my perspective and my characteristics and just the way I live my life. I'm always with the energy. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna come with it in the room that ain't got it. I'm gonna bring it. And then free. I'm very open. I know who I am as a person, and I'm able to like just bring that and express that and allow people to figure out bring that energy so other people can kind of grab onto that as well. So.
Let me just do a little side note and tell you, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you. I really, really am. You are about to blow up in major proportions. I'm about to cry, and I'm really proud of you, and I can't wait to see how people receive you in this film because your work is exemplary. It really, really is. Now, away from my emotional thing, the last and certainly not least, I want to talk about the casting with Twinkie Bird, my girl. How did you coordinate with her to cast the film?
So Twinkie is such an important person, I think, just like in film and Hollywood, period. Just because when I was at USC, she cast my short film that I wrote. And she did the same thing for Ryan Coogler when he was there. So she was always working with film students who had we pay her $2 and she would come and give back. It was just her one little thing she would do for the year, and she'd be like, okay babies, I'm coming cast y'all a little short. She was like, don't get on my nerves now, what we doing? And it was amazing. And so many of my friends and my peers, we always still call on her because we love her for that, for taking a chance on us and doing our little 10-minute 12-minute shorts. So that's how I first met her years ago. And so when this came along, I knew I wanted to call her also too, because when casting, you need a shorthand and you need to be able to talk to your casting director and very easily explain things. You'll say she's black like this, not like that. And so be like, I get you. Okay. She like Rashida Jones, not like Tracy Ellis Roach. Okay, I got you. She got a little wavy hair. Okay, cool. You want her to be light skinned or dark skinned? Okay, cool. We doing that. You got to be able to talk to your casting director like that, and they instantly get it, and then they bring you someone and you yes, I saw her walking down Slauson, that's that girl, and some people, they're just never gonna get that. So it's important for me to work with people like her.
Thank you for breaking that down. I could talk to y'all all afternoon. Seriously, I really could. But we got to wrap it up. I want to thank Miss Director Thembi Banks, Miss Sierra Capri, who plays Cassidy, and my baby, Mr. Algee Smith, who plays Brandon. The cast of Young, Wild, and Free, and his fantabulous director here at the CherryPicks at Sundance 2023. I'm Carla Renat. Stay tuned, y'all. Hey.